I lit a fire in a bucket because I can. Greetings, the Asteroid 30 here, and sometimes I often feel like an asteroid. Anyway, today I've got this Digitech branded micro sound level meter, or sound pressure level meter, SPL. There's its catalogue number there, QM-1591 from Jaycar. Now, I saw this on sale for $39.95 and said, ooh, I'll have that. And today I'm working on my desk with no space because I can't be bothered moving anything. So this is only going to be a short little video. We're going to take it out of the packaging here. But let's have a look at some of the specifications here. It says measuring level range 40 to 130 dB, frequency weighting A weighted, accuracy is plus minus the 3.5 decibel at 1 kilohertz, 94 decibel under reference conditions. Microphone is a 1/2 inch electret condenser microphone. Frequency range is 31.5 to 8 kilohertz. Display is 4 digits. Resolution is 0.1 decibels. Display update. Display updater. I think that means display update. 0.5 seconds. Time waiting is fast. 125 milliseconds. Alarm function over is show when look at this English. Over is show when input is out of range, greater than 130 decibel. And if you want to know why, because it's made in China. So Chinglish aside, it's got auto power off, meter automatically shuts down after approximately 15 minutes of inactivity. Power supply is one 9-volt battery. They do supply one. Yeah, just specification of the battery. Power life is about 50 hours with an alkaline battery. Operation temperature is between 0 and 40 degrees Celsius or 32 to 104 Fahrenheit. Operation humidity is 10 to 90% RH. Storage temperature should be no less than -10 and no higher than 60 degrees Celsius or no lower than 14 and no higher than 140 degrees Fahrenheit respectively. Storage humidity should be 10 to 75% RH. Okay, so I don't think this comes with a manual or anything. I'll soon find out when I open the packaging. So we'll take out, oh yes, it does come with a user manual. Nice. So we'll get rid of that bit of cardboard. So I need to get rid of that. Okay, so here is the device in my hand. Kind of cute. So in order to put the battery in, we just remove that. It's got a nice fly connection there. So this is a GP supercell that's supplied and not for retail sale. Okay. Now this red band, I assume, is how you rip the plastic open. Yeah, a bit like a cigarette packet. Not that I advocate smoking or anything here. Now, I haven't made any videos in a while, mainly because I've been busy doing long hours at work. Well, not so much long hours at work, but just working nights mainly for the last weekend. I just needed a break. I've done 2 days off now without doing anything, so I decided to make this video because I find this sort of interesting. That doesn't seem to want to fit in there properly like that. Let's try it that way. That might fit better. I don't really want to push on those wires too much, just in case I break them off the circuit board and have to take the thing apart to fucking fix it. But that should, by rights, yeah, it's going to be a tight fit. I mean, how hard is it to install a battery? It shouldn't be that hard at all, should it? And if I get these wires to agree with me, that might work a bit better. Yeah, perfect. It's been picking up my voice, and it's currently saying that I'm talking at around about 70 dBA, and yeah. And it's actually picking up that the laptop, because it's still powered up, is producing roughly 26 decibels. But that's because the microphone's right close to the laptop and the fan's over here somewhere. Okay, so we now know what that the thing works, and that turns it on and off respectively. I'm not sure what that little thing there is. I would have thought it was supposed to be a little LED, but yeah. Anyway, it is working. I can see that it's working. Now, what would you use one of these for? Well, you could measure the sound pressure level of a speaker, for instance, like how many decibels it produces at a given wattage range. And you usually would measure that with this device sitting 1 meter away from the speaker driver, because you're measuring the decibel level per watt per meter. So, and that's how they measure sound pressure level on speakers. But you can measure other things like how loud the muffler on your exhaust system on your car is, how loud the level of the engine is inside the cabin with the doors and windows closed, etc. How loud your lawnmower is, because some claim that they have quiet operation of 86 decibels on those Briggs & Stratton engines. And well, in that case you would measure with this thing close to where your hearing is, like where your ear is, and if it produces somewhere below that, then yeah, it's accurate. So what I need to do is I suppose play a tone through the speaker and just see how good this is. Okay, so I'll turn the amplifier on. This manual will give you basic ideas of how to measure, I guess, but really more like a copy of the specifications off the back of the packaging. Yeah, it also says here operation precautions. I can't even speak. Wind blowing across the microphone would bring additional extraneous noise, so keep that in mind if you're using this device outside. Once using the instrument in the presence of wind, it is a must to mount the windscreen, the windsock that's on the end of here, to not pick up undesirable signals. Blah blah blah. Measurement. Hold the instrument comfortably in hand or fix on a tripod. Oh yes, there is actually a tripod mount connection here. Nice. And point the microphone at the suspected noise source, and sound pressure level will be displayed, as we found out. And that's all basically it tells you to do. It doesn't tell you what distance to measure things at, and I don't think that's relatively important. You need to know the distance, how far to measure from to start with. So I'll just go into an online tone generator. 440 Hz, that's the default. Yeah, it's about 79 decibels. Around about a meter away from the speaker, and that is quite loud and annoying. So I might do the sub, so I'll change the frequency to something else. 120 Hz. Again about 79. Right, so this little device here, which is even backlit as well too, by the way, it's quite nice, although the backlight doesn't seem to work until I move it. Doing that, there's no backlight, and then all of a sudden there's a backlight. So must have a shake sensor on it or something. Anyhow, so yeah, it's working. And working well, and it's well worth the money. They're originally $49.95 from Jaycar, but they're on sale at the moment for $39.95. Is it really useful for electronics? Well, it can be for testing speakers. Is it really a necessary sort of tool to have? No. But for the price you pay, you can buy more expensive ones for $100, $200. But if you just want something quick, easy, that gives you a rough idea of, for example, how loud the fucking neighbour's dog is barking at night, that sort of thing, that tool is handy. Just to know how loud something is, how loud your next door neighbour's party is at 12 o'clock at night, you know, things like that. And I just noticed something about this. That's not an LED, that's actually an LDR, or a light dependent resistor. It's detecting when it's in darkness, so then the backlight comes on. There is no shock or shake detection there, it's just simple lack of light. There you go. That's how the backlight comes on and off. There's also a min-max button on the side here, and what that's for is if you want to measure between what the maximum peak level of a sound is. So for instance, you want to like capture and hold the peak. So at the moment it's on minimum, so I'll stick it to max, and at the moment it says 96 decibel. So if I, for instance, scream into the mic, ah! Yeah, we see we've got 99 decibels, and it holds it. Unless another signal louder than that, come back, unless a signal louder than that actually overrides it. How to turn that feature back off, I don't know. Oh, you just press and hold the button. There we go, and you're back to just normal measuring. Nice! So anyway, I'm going to end this video here. It's only a short one, but I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to comment, rate and subscribe below, and you can always follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links are in the description as usual. Anyway, this is the Astro 30 saying, see ya, happy SPL meters.